be behind the shoulder. If your head is not behind the shoulder, you're not going to do this move well. You're going to do something else that is not that. Okay? So, it's very common that when I do this move, I kind of finish first like that, right? So, I go here to be safe, of course, right? But then everybody expects you to do, which is not wrong, everybody will expect for you to actually be tight on top, to start your thousands of variations of attack that you have here. But I'm going to surprise a little bit. I will go straight for an arm triangle from this situation. And why this happens? Because you notice, you can tell them that my arm is already under and controlling here.
Czyli normalnie przeciwnik zwykle będzie się spodziewał, że pójdziemy do kontroli, wejdziemy na górę, ręka pójdzie przez biodra, ale tym razem zrobimy małą niespodziankę i od razu pójdziemy do trójkąta. Wszystko dzięki temu, że mamy już chwyt głowa, ręka, czyli ręka wchodzi pod pachą, wychodzi od strony głowy, ręka, głowa są elegancko nastawione na atak do trójkąta.
So we're going to do something that the person doesn't expect. Okay? Arm triangle is one of my favorite things. I especially up the house. I really like that. Okay? But you have to make sure that you understand that sometimes you have to give out space, and sometimes you have to make the space tight to make it very tight and adjust well.
Czyli Draculino mówi, że tutaj specjalnością pana domu jest trójkąt rękoma, bardzo lubi tą technikę, ale teraz będziemy musieli zrozumieć, że żeby to ładnie ustawić, to czasami będzie trzeba odpuścić trochę tej ciasnoty, czasami będzie trzeba złapać trochę ciaśniej. Także tutaj będzie przede wszystkim praca na tym, żeby dać pewnie przeciwnikowi trochę więcej miejsca i potem to miejsce zabrać.
So when I land here on this situation, guys, what I'm going to do is that I'm not going to go to that. I'm actually going to go and I'm going to dive in, but I want to make sure that I get his shoulder locked. So from here, instead of going there, I'll go here. Try to keep your shoulder out. Doesn't go out. That's the first thing. Okay? I need to go behind his shoulder. If that space, this already bad. So from here, cut the space. Now immediately what I'm going to do is that I'm going to drive my shoulder on his shoulder. And I'm going to try to actually flip him the other way, putting the weight on his head and his shoulder. So from here, look, I close, and then I go. Look. There. I'm putting pressure. Try to take your shoulder out. There's no shoulder out. But I'm putting pressure here. But what I want now is my elbow on the ground. So now I'm going to give out a little bit. Boom. And the elbow's on the ground. When my elbow's on the ground, that's my favorite grip for the katakata, for the arm triangle. The gable grip. 5 fingers, 5 fingers. Elbow tight. Elbow on the ground this side, elbow on the ground the other. It's like a square. You can tell. It's not.
Czyli chwyt do tego duszenia, gable grip, czyli bez kciuków, łokieć oczywiście ręki duszącej na macie i ułożenie przedramion w kącie prostym. Nie rozjeżdżają się, nie jakieś tam kątostry, tylko w kącie prostym, no i powinno zadziałać.
So, remember, first I was more here to block the shoulder. Now I'm there. So whenever my elbow touches the ground, first thing is to make sure that I still control this elbow, the shoulder a little bit more. So I'm going to go down. Try to take your shoulder out, Professor. He can't. Okay? Now, I will actually drive my shoulder down with the gravity of help. And it's okay now, it's okay to drive my head in. You guys understand? First, I go down to make sure the elbow's down. Then I go in with my head. Okay? If I try to go here now, before I adjust, the shoulder's free. Put your shoulder on the ground. Yes. So from here, first I go, try to take it out. Now, it doesn't come out. Once my elbow touches one side and the other, look. Then I have the choke. What is the most important part of this choke, guys? Gravity. So if you squeeze it, Not good. I always show this choke here, and I still see a lot of people who go this way or that, or that. You can tap people out, but it's going to be more neck crank. It's going to be more pain. This choke that I did is only choke. It's grab. As a matter of fact, if I get him here, I lock it, I control. Instead of like squeezing, if I just get one hand and go, I can do with one hand. Why? Because it's the gravity and go with it. All right, so one more time, let's do it again. So from here, this is the position. Remember, we start right here. My hand not there. Don't do that, because he can post and jump. I need to be safe. Now what do? I need to block the shoulder. This is what you do first. Right here, making sure that the shoulder is controlled with my head and my grip. Now, as you fall, look, make him go over you, and you still control the shoulder. Try to turn away, Professor. Hard. And then from here, boom. I just, you guys see? Will you guys see my grip at all times? Always here, right? It's always here. Like this. You do a little bit when you roll, like that, like for the choke. Like a shoulder. Okay? Guys, got it? Let's give it a try. 3, 2, 1.